All right, 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 all right. Hopping back on to show you guys Razorbacks real quick. Hopefully I don't fuck it up. Razorback is when you stand ribbon up on its 0.1 side on a piece of round wire. There's lots of things you could do with Razorback wire. Some people decore it off of the round wire and use it for Mohawk aliens. Or you could leave it on the round wire and you could do other stuff with it. Most people make aliens with it. I just want to show you how to Razorback wire. I want to show you how I've done it before and kind of how I've been doing it as of late. You could do it with any ribbon. The bigger the ribbon is, the harder it is. I suggest you just get 0.2. If you really, really, really want to get down Razorbacks, do 0.2. I've done it with 0.3 numerous times, but just do 0.3 or 0.2 is just my suggestion. Get yourself some 0.2. You could go to Coil Society for your 0.2. It's fairly cheap. It costs even less than regular size ribbon, like 0.4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of 26 stainless steel or 26 nichrome. I'm going to get some 26 nichrome because I got more 26 nichrome than anything. Alright, so I got some 26 nichrome. And I got some 0.2 by 0.1 ribbon. You could use 0.4 and stretch the fuck out of it, sure. So I'm going to get my 26. And I'm actually not going to stretch it straight. I'm not going to do that. You can, if you're not planning on decoring this or anything, go ahead and stretch it straight. I don't stretch it straight, and here's the reason. When you do this, the ribbon kind of digs into this wire, into this 26, and it makes these little grooves. These grooves hold up the ribbon from moving back and forth. So if you don't stretch the wire, you could stretch it later if you want to decore, and it'll drop down a little bit so you can decore. If not, it gets stuck in them grooves and stays in them grooves, and you already stretched it, so it doesn't get any smaller. So if you don't stretch it now, you could stretch it later, it'll get thinner and move away from it, and then you could decore it. Alright? So 26, not stretched. Just try to get a straight piece, you know. I'm going to install it on my swivel. I'm going to I don't know what they charge to ship to the UK. Oh no, they sell in the UK. If you're talking about Coil Society, they're all about the UK. Yeah, go to Coil Society. That's like their thing. Like they ship everywhere. That's like one of their like mottos. They love the UK. They ship all over the place. I think they used to be in Canada. Yeah. I think they're either in Canada, they definitely ship to Canada, they ship to the UK, they ship to the US. I think they have shops even in the, I don't even think it's just a shipping thing. I think it's easy to get in the UK. Alright. So I got this 26. So now I'm going to get my 0.2 ribbon. Before I do that, let me make sure I got the tools necessary to do this build. I like to have a clamp. I like to have a baggie. And what I used to use that I don't use anymore, but how I used to get my Razorbacks. I used to just use an old pair of ceramic tweezers, okay? And you basically just put the ribbon through there, and you kind of hold it tight, not too tight to where it's going to break the ribbon, but you hold it tight on there. And you hold it tight to the wire, and that ribbon will stand up. And then as it's clapped in, you just move down. Alright. And that worked for me, but it would leave spaces. Alright. So, I've seen a couple people. Actually, I think I've only seen Mr. Rambo do it like this, and I've liked it ever since I've seen it. I get my clamp here. And I get also some tape. Blue tape works really good, but I don't think I have blue tape up here at the moment. So I think this white tape will do just fine. It's just for a little less friction. And I'll show you what I'm about to do with it. So I'm just going to get some tape off this roll. I'm going to tape one side of the clamp. Then I'm going to tape the other side of the clamp. Yeah, I think he uses it to stagger also. I think he uses a clamp for damn near every build. He's the clamp man. But if you get a good clamp with these Razorbacks, oh man, it makes it so easy. But Razorbacks get hard when you also start using them for other builds, so. It's not just the standing it up that's the hard part. It is hard, but there's harder parts of it. Alright. So I got it taped on both sides. I make it nice and clean at the top. Alright. This is a very good clamp. This is an Irwin. And it just got a hefty spring in there. It's just really strong. Like I could hardly open it up with 2 fingers. I can because I'm so strong, but you probably couldn't because you're not as strong as me. Shut up. Alright, so now I'm going to get my 0.2 ribbon. I'm going to put that 0.2 ribbon into my plastic bag. just like I would do with 40 gauge if I were staggering. Close the bag up just enough that the spool won't come out, but the wire will. This wire, when I pull it, the spool will turn. I drop that between my legs. I'm going to take this part of the ribbon here, which is super hard to see. And I'm going to wrap it around this 26, like so. I'm going to just clamp in a little bit here. Just a little. Sometimes that helps with the decor. Alright, and what I used to do is I used to just get it with these ceramic tweezers, close them up, get the right pressure, and just clap in and move down the wire as I need it to. Now, you could take this clamp and it makes that wire go flat. Alright, you do want these to be even, these pads here. You want them to be even a bit. Alright. Okay. You see it? You see it? Can I get a bit closer? So I am holding my hand on this clamp and kind of guiding it. But would you just look at that? Just look at it. I feel like I'm like pressing the clamp up towards the wire just to make sure, if that makes any sense. Yeah, it's ribbon wire, but this video is going to be recorded, so it's not going to be a long one either. Oh, there you go. All right. So I messed up a bit and it fell down. Let's see if I could stand it. No, yeah, see the ribbon fell down? It fell down, go boom. All right. Let me see if I could usually just pick it back up and do a little more. I was really hoping to get a good amount out of this, so I still got a lot of wire here to go. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like from back here because it's also going to make it easier for me to finish this a little quicker. Yeah, this is stainless steel ribbon too. Oops. I just want to move my bag over a bit. Excuse me while I adjust my bag. So not only am I pushing up, but I'm also kind of angling back. All right, cool. I got a real nice long run of that. From here all the way down. Sweet. Whew. the 0.2. Get that clamp off there. Okay. Let me just roll my 0.2 up. 0.2 is like, it's like gold to me. I don't really like using it that much. And when I use it, I make sure that it's for something really good. Because I don't buy it that often. It's not expensive. It's just I don't buy it often. So that's why I'm always kind of hesitant of doing alien Tsukas and Razorbacks. Because usually when I mess up with 0.2, I mess up a lot. And I waste a lot. So like I said, I did not stretch this 26 before I did this, okay? I am going to try to decore this right now. There's so many things you could do with this, though. I mean, shit, you could just wrap it up like this. You could loosen it up and clap them in between them. You could loosen it up and use it as a staggered build. You could do the loop method if you're crazy and try to do a staggered build. So for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna, I guess I'm just gonna try to loosen it up. You can't loosen it too much because the more you loosen it, it starts messing up the actual ribbon. So you can only loosen it a little bit. All right. So I'm gonna hold the piece that I left on here. I left like an inch on when I cut it off, the 0.2. Put my drill in reverse. Just like if I were to decor any alien. I'm going to put the drill in reverse and loosen this up a bit. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to stretch this 26. I didn't straighten the core wire. Did not straighten it yet. I'm about to straighten it now before I decore it. So I just loosened up the core from the ribbon. The ribbon digs into the 26, okay? So it digs in there. Like if I were to unclap in this, you see like little lines in there. It digs in there. So when you try to decore it, it grabs on them grooves and it makes it damn near impossible to decore it cleanly. So if I don't stretch the wire and make it smaller, I could now stretch it. It becomes smaller and easier to decore. All right. So now I'm going to grab the 26 with my pliers down here. Keep the drill in reverse, I guess. And stretch this 26. All right. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I think this is coming off. Alright. I'm going to cut the 26. Still getting something grabbing a little bit. But I feel it wants to come off. These are so tricky. I've only got these a couple times, decoring them. This bit I could definitely, this beginning bit's ready to go. It's ready to come off. And this part's, it's moving a bit. It feels like it can move more. I think it's just so much of it. There's like 1,000 grooves, and if it's only grabbing at 100 of them, you know, it's fucking hard. But slowly but surely, I think I could decore this. Maybe I could loosen it up a little more. It's coming off. I'm getting this bitch off. That's for sure. I'm actually going to cut it at the last part I messed up. Yeah, I'm going to cut it at the last part I messed up. Yeah, I guess you could. It kind of feels like I could unscrew it, but I've done that before, and it did mess up. So I'm just going to try. I'm just going to stay patient and not lose my cool about it, and I think I'm going to get it. Ah, fuck this piece. I'll play with that later. Get some cheese in. It's coming off though. It's just slowly coming off. It's moving up the entire thing. There's not a stiff part to it. It's just like you have to do it slowly. You just have to keep inching it down, it feels like. Booyah! Just inched it down until I got like an inch off, and then it just came off nice and clean. Perfect. Fucking perfect. Nice. I think it's going to be hard to see the grooves in the 26 because I twisted it. But let me just try to show you. I've showed this before on another video. There's another video I have where I do Razorbacks at the end, and I show you guys the grooves in the wire. I think it's twisted, but I think you're still going to be able to see it. You see that? So if I didn't twist it, it would look worse. But them little grooves, just them little things, grab that ribbon. All right. So I got this. Let me just see something. Because this is a good bit too. Actually, maybe I'll just put this in another. Let me see if I can decore it real quick, because I'd like to recore it onto something and use it in a different build. Yeah, this decored easy. Oh, it started to. I'll fuck with this later. I don't know why I keep picking this one up. Littlest fucking piece. I may recore that onto something, stretch it, and like stagger it or something later. So, I feel like an asshole if I didn't at least try to get a Mohawk out of this, you know what I mean? So, I'm setting up 3 cores of 26, and we're going to try to Mohawk this shit. If I don't get it, I don't get it. If I do get it, awesome. It won't be much longer of a video than that. Once I get it, I tried it. I tried the stainless steel thing, and it works, but you still got to twist. You still got to do all that shit. You got to do the same thing. It still digs into it. You got to think this clamp is it's strong, and it's standing up because it's digging into the wire, you know. So I'm just cutting 3 pieces of wire, just about the same size as my decor, which it looks like it's about a foot. I see, yep, this build is possible with 0.3, but the bigger the wire you get, the bigger the ribbon, the harder it is. But I've done it with 0.3, yes. But it's just, it's harder. Every ribbon size you go up, it gets harder and harder. But yes, you could Razorback all ribbon. I just suggest if you really want Razorbacks, spend the $20 for 200 feet of 0.2, and it's just gonna make it so much easier, and it just looks better. It's just everything about it's good. All right. So here's my 3 pieces, 26. I'm going to wrap them around my swivel. And I'm going to have them come out straight, but they don't have to because I am doing a Mohawk here. So I do want my cores to be in a pyramid shape. All right. Get my 3 cores in my drill. Actually, put my drill in the reverse that I did the Clapton. And now I just got to clamp this to my desk and stretch it just like you would stretch any Mohawk. So I do an understretch. Some people don't believe in the understretch on the Mohawk. I think it's an understretch, so I understretch it. Whatever works for you, though. Some people think it's the same stretch. This might be way understretched, but I could always stretch it more. I don't want to mess this up. Now I could take this, wrap it back to the drill. I want this wire to bind up. So far, I'm just getting a regular alien. I think I understretched. What tarnation is going on here? Come on. Yeah, so I wasn't getting the Mohawk, so I just did a regular alien. I think I overstretched it either way. And I got a nice regular, which is also different, so. Which is kind of funny because the last time I did this, I tried to get a regular alien and I got a perfect Mohawk. Yeah, I guess I just overstretched it too much. I don't think it stretched evenly for me. That's what I think, because right here, where I got this wire, it looks like it's way understretched, and I'm getting a Mohawk out of it. Yeah, I overstretched it. It wasn't stretching even. It was correct where my fingers were, but it wasn't correct where the clamp was to the middle, which is good. At least I didn't completely waste it, and I just did the alien instead of just being stubborn. But I do have a piece of Mohawk to show you. So. I think this is still a good video, though. I showed you guys how to Razorback. I'll do the Mohawk Razorback in a pre-recorded tutorial. So here's what a Mohawk looks like. I bent it so you could kind of see it a little better. And see how understretched it is? Look at that. Let me bend it a little more, because that's when it looks cool. When it's wrapped around as a coil, that's when it really looks cool. And then this is a four-sided. So this is basically an Enigma on 3 cores. And you can Enigma with this wire. I actually have a piece that I Enigma on a big core. And then here's a regular alien with the Razorback. Hold on, I gotta get better light. It actually looks a lot like the Alien Suka, but the sides kind of stick up a little more. Yeah, these still look awesome. I don't think the flavor is going to be too good. I don't know. I'm not positive. Hold on, guys. I'm getting bad lighting. Let me wrap this guy up real quick. .2 ribbon has a reputation for not vaping that good, I must say. I'm going to leave this at a 4 wrap because I'm just not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I just want to show you guys what it looks like. I got plenty more wire to make it more than a 4 wrap. I just not sure what I want to do. Thanks, guys. I'm pretty happy with our night tonight. I think it was a pretty productive night. Alright guys, let's keep this video low and let me get out of here so I don't drain myself for this week and I can get these videos done. So, it's going to be like an alien. 3-core alien. 5 wraps is going to be dual coil. 5 wraps is going to be around a 0.1. 26 gauge 3-core. 3mm bit. 5 wraps around a 0.1. Alright guys, so thanks for coming back, the guys that came back, whoever's watching the replay. Hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something from both these videos. If you didn't watch my earlier video, I did the Arch Clapton, and it's also the kickoff to the giveaway and the build-off, so go check that out. It's labeled build-off and giveaway, and I think it's also going to be labeled Arch Clapton. So, everybody, take it easy. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for hanging out tonight. The next videos that are going to be out are going to be pre-recorded, and then we'll be back next Sunday for another live video, and then a live on Tuesday, and we'll go from there. I'm going to try to get at least one video is definitely coming out this week, pre-recorded, maybe 2. Alright guys, I'll see you. I'm going to take this out at 50 minutes. Peace out. Have a good week.